Did you know that the actual creator of Bitcoin is anonymous? Niggas don't know to this day who the fuck made Bitcoin. But as of February 19th, there's been wild rumors about how the former CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, could potentially be the creator. And after reading into that shit, a lot of the shit they were saying makes sense. But this video isn't about the creator and the fact that it's anonymous. It's about what is Bitcoin and how that shit is going to potentially change the world if it continues going down the route it's been going in recent months, right? So a lot of my niggas from the towns, they know Bitcoin solely just off of, feel me, going to the Bitcoin machine, using Cash App, loading up and slapping Chipotle and Doms. But Bitcoin is way bigger than just slapping eats. And I'm gonna get into the specifics as to why. Because Bitcoin originally came out in 2009, right? Right after the financial crisis of 2008. And there was a statement published about Bitcoin for the first time in 2008, shortly after that, explaining how essentially that fiat currencies has been manipulated by, like, feel me, countries for too long, and how Bitcoin essentially is going to be a currency that's decentralized from banks with a locked supply, for me, of 21 million Bitcoin. And the reason why this is important is because this prevents any form of like inflation manipulation, which can be, for me, detrimental to like a country's citizens, right? So Bitcoin was made with the idea of saying, I bet we're gonna make a currency that's completely separate and can stand on its own from any sort of manipulation, this, that, the third. So not even the creator himself, feel me, can go back and like fuck with the supply, which makes it so kind of like lucrative and, like, for me, genius for its time, right? But the banks and shit, for me, government, there wasn't really jacking Bitcoin, especially because it was used for a lot of illegal activity. If y'all niggas know about the Silk Road, which is basically like Amazon for any fucking drug you wanted in the world, for me, I think that shit was popping around like 2011, 2013 for me. And mad niggas got worried of that because that's how Bitcoin was being used. But now, as of recent times, feel me, as the price has been building up, and feel me, the SEC has now been looking at it more as a real asset, feel me, and there's been ETFs created for it. And especially with Trump's, feel me, the way he's been coming and talking about Bitcoin, feel me, has pushed it into the world. And countries are now racing, kind of like the space race, to make it, feel me, a bigger reserve and use it to hedge against inflation. So it's important to pay attention to Bitcoin and how that shit has been, like, feel me, moving